What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, September 22nd, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Ron Howard has shared on Twitter a new on-set image from his upcoming Star Wars standalone film about a young Han Solo. The filmmaker captioned "Spicy," the cryptic image, which features a dark courtier. The photo and caption seemingly references to the Kessel Run, which Han Solo, originally portrayed by Harrison Ford, references to have completed in less than 12 parseconds, using his signature ship, the Millennium Falcon, in A New Hope, Deadline reported. The Kessel Run, which is in Star Wars lore, is a hyperspace route used by smugglers to transport spice from the spice mines of Kessler, which was also referenced in 2015's The Force Awakens. The on-set photo is the latest tease shared by Howard, who previously gave fans a small taste of how Donald Glover will look as Lando Calrissian in the film and a glimpse at a new droid. Howard took over directing duties on the film in June in place of filmmakers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who were booted off the project over, quote, different creative visions. The film also stars Aiden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, along with Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, and Tandy Newton. The untitled Han Solo film is set to open in theaters on May 25th, 2018. Gal Gadot is being eyed to join Bradley Cooper in MGM's upcoming underwater thriller Deeper. The Wonder Woman star is in early talks to join the project written by Max Landis, who wrote American Ultra and Bright, and is set to be directed by White God Helmer Cornel Montegrosso, Deadline reported. Landis is also producing alongside with David Goyer and Addictive Pictures. If Gadot signs on to star, production is expected to start in the first quarter of 2018, Variety noted. Deeper follows the story of a former astronaut played by Cooper as he journeys to the deepest part of the ocean, where he finds himself in a psychological and physical fight against mysterious forces. Gadot is coming off the success of Wonder Woman and will be seen as a superhero again in Justice League, out November 17th, and a sequel to Wonder Woman, which was set for release on December 13th, 2019. Oprah Winfrey is gearing up for her 60 Minutes debut. The 63-year-old television personality picked up her CBS identification card and met with staff this week ahead of her first episode as a special correspondent on the long-running news magazine show. She captioned a photo of herself outside the CBS headquarters Tuesday. "It's official, got my CBS ID card today. First story on the air this Sunday, hashtag 60 Minutes. Winfrey followed up the next day by posting a picture of herself working with the editing team. She wrote alongside the snapshot, "Meeting an edit room with team, hashtag 60 Minutes, first story this Sunday." Winfrey announced in January that she will join 60 Minutes. She said at the time that she was so excited and proud to be part of the series. The star said in a statement, "I've been a big admirer of 60 Minutes since my days as a young reporter." She also added, "At a time when people are so divided, my intention is to bring relevant insight and perspective to look at what separates us and help facilitate real conversations between people from different backgrounds." CBS also announced last week that Winfrey's debut episode will kick off 60 Minutes' 50th season, according to Deadline. The subject of her segment is being kept secret. Mindy Kaling said goodbye to the Mindy Project on Wednesday after wrapping up filming on the show's final season. The 38-year-old actress who plays Mindy Lahiri on the Hulu series shared a photo from her last day on set ahead of the comedy season 6 finale. She captioned a photo on Instagram of herself sitting in her character's office last day. Kaling followed up by posting other pictures from the series wrap and several throwback photos from other seasons. She wrote alongside a picture of herself in a pink sweater with stars, "This maybe isn't that interesting, but for sentimental reasons, I'm wearing the same sweater I wore in the end of the pilot today to work." The Mindy Project returned for a sixth and final season this month and will come to a close in November. Kaling discussed the show's ending in an interview with Entertainment Weekly in March, saying season 6 will be the series' last. The star explained, "We started the series when she was single, and now she's married and has a kid, and she has a stepdaughter, and it kind of just felt like a few more episodes was all we need to wind this down." She also teased the finale, "I want to do something surprising. I want to do something that feels good, but also makes you feel like when you leave the character that she's learned something in these past 6 years from someone who doggedly doesn't want to learn." Kaling will star in the upcoming films A Wrinkle in Time and Ocean's 8. News broke in July that the actress is pregnant with her first child, with her Mindy co-stars later saying she's expecting a daughter. Game of Thrones co-executive producer Brian Cogman has a fifth prequel series in the works. The 38-year-old producer and screenwriter is working closely with author George R.R. Martin to write the successor series, according to Entertainment Weekly. Cogman initially joined Game of Thrones as an assistant to showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss and has since written several episodes. Some of his episodes includes Kissed by Fire in Season 3 and Stormborn in Season 7. Game of Thrones is based on Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire book series and is expected to air its eighth and final season in 2018. Martin announced there are 5 successor shows in development in May, but said it is, quote, very unlikely all will be picked up to pilot. The writer said how many pilots will be filmed and how many series might come out of that remains to be seen. Martin's confirmed Cogman's involvement with the fifth prequel series in a blog Wednesday. He wrote, I can say that like the other pilots, it will be a prequel rather than a sequel, a successor rather than a spin-off. He teased Brian's series will be an adaptation and one that will thrill most fans of the books, I think set during a very exciting period in Westerosi history. And I'll be working with him every step of the way. We're going to be co-creating the show. Darcy Lynn Farmer is the newest winner of America's Got Talent. The 12-year-old singing ventriloquist edged out 10-year-old singer Angelica Hale to win Season 12 of the NBC reality competition Wednesday. Farmer and Hale both shed tears as host Tyra Banks prepared to disclose the winner. Farmer's 2 brothers rushed on stage to embrace their sisters after Banks announced the ventriloquist's name. Farmer said in an interview with USA Today after the show, it was like waterworks right here on his face. It was like a water faucet. She also explained my feelings were all bottled up inside because I felt so loved on my American Got Talent journey, and it all just came out. The star also added, I'm really, really, really happy because my little brother cried, and he's never cried before. And it made me laugh, too, because I'm like, you're crying, man, you're crying. Each American Got Talent winner receives $1 million and the chance to headline a Las Vegas show. Farmer says she plans to spend her money on new appliances for her mom and a puppy. The preteen says, I have to get my mom a dishwasher, maybe get a fridge along with it. I want a pug so bad because I love puppies, and it's been a long time since I've had a puppy. Hale congratulated Farmer on an Instagram post Tuesday evening and later announced that she will join the ventriloquist at the America's Got Talent live show November 3rd and November 4th in Las Vegas. She added, beyond thrilled to announce that I will be joining at It's Darcy Lynn in the hashtag Las Vegas, hashtag live shows at Planet Hollywood November 3rd and 4th. Thanks at AGT and America, hashtag AGT. HBO has ordered a pilot for Watchmen, a new drama series from screenwriter Damon Lindelof's that is based on the famed graphic novel of the same name. The network has also ordered additional scripts for the series, noted The Hollywood Reporter. The pilot script commitment comes after Lindelof teased on Instagram that he started working on the project along with the opening of a writer's room. The writer wrote Wednesday, day 1, on Instagram along with an image of a statue resembling a character from the comics. HBO first began eyeing on Lindelof to develop a series based on The Watchmen in June. A fan of the 1986 comic book by writer Alan Moore and artist Dave Gibbons, Lindelof had stated previously that Watchmen continues to influence his work. He said in 2009, from the flashbacks to the non-linear storytelling to the deeply flawed heroes, these are all elements that I'm trying to put into everything I write. The series is HBO's second attempt at developing a show based on the DC Comics property that featured characters such as Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, Silk Spectrum, and Rorschach, investigating the murder of one of their own before uncovering a dark conspiracy. Watchmen previously was adapted into a feature film by director Zack Snyder. In 2009, the movie grossed $185 million worldwide. Lindelof is best known for his work on Lost, Prometheus, Star Trek Into Darkness, and HBO series The Leftovers, which concluded in June. The CW is developing Sabrina Teenage Witch reboot series that connects to their Archie Comics-based drama Riverdale. The project titled The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina comes from the creative team behind Riverdale, including Chief Creative Officer of Archie Comics Roberto Aguilar-Sacasa, Lee Toland Krager, who directed multi-episodes of Riverdale, and executive producers Greg Berlanti, Sarah Schneitner, and John Goldwater, Variety reported. CW is eyeing the project to premiere during the 2018-2019 season. Sabrina is part of the cast of characters seen in Archie comics, but has been missing in action in Riverdale. The Magic User is currently the star of an ongoing horror comic book series, also titled The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that features a darker take on the character. The new series is set to follow the new comic book series and features Sabrina trying to come to terms with being a half-witch, half-human hybrid as she dabbles with witchcraft, Deadline reported. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is the second spin-off series the CW is planning, along with Wayward Sisters, which connects to Supernatural. Natasha Lyonne is teaming up with Amy Poehler on an upcoming Netflix series. The 38-year-old actress confirmed Wednesday that she will star in a new comedy with Poehler, from Poehler and Leslie Headland. She tweeted very excited developments. Thank you at Netflix, at Leslie Headland, at Smart Girls. The entire project was given an 8-episode straight-to-series order, according to the Hollywood Reporter. The show follows a young woman played by Lyonne as she is honored at a seemingly inescapable party one night in New York. The actress said, so excited to get cracking with the intensely brilliant Leslie Headland and the greatest of all time with the heart of gold, Amy Poehler, and Netflix, the safe haven I've been searching for since the 80s. Deeply moved to work with such heavy hitters and to share our show with the world. Lyonne, who presently stars on the Netflix series Orange is the New Black, created the comedy with Poehler and Headland, who will serve as executive producers. Headland will pen the pilot and co-write the remaining episodes with Lyonne. Holland said, the Netflix Vice President of Original Content, Cindy Holland, says Natasha's humor, humanity, and depth has connected with audiences around the world with Orange is the New Black. With this series, she, Leslie, and Amy are creating an ambitious and uniquely formatted comedy that will have viewers guessing as much as they will be laughing. Lyonne plays Nikki Nichols on Orange is the New Black, which is expected to return for a 6th season in 2018. Ice-T says he has long admired Brooke Shields and is happy she is guest starring on his show Law & Order SVU. The 59-year-old rapper and actor told UPI in New York Wednesday, "It's exciting to see Brooke Shields. I'm from Blue Lagoon time." The SVU co-star Raul Esparza, who was sitting beside Ice-T for the interview, said, "Famous, most beautiful woman in the world." And Ice-T laughed, yeah, Brooke was like on my list back in the days. But she became friends with my wife Coco, so that blew that up. Esparza also said he had a prior connection to the 52-year-old actress before she stepped foot on SVU. He said, "I've known Brooke since she was Sally Bowles and I was the MC in Cabaret. It was a final weekend during the last 5 performances. It was my first 5. So I have known her since 2001, right after September 11th, and we did Leap of Faith together in Los Angeles. I just known her, my God, all those years, so it's fantastic to have her here. I hope we get some scenes together." IC said she's a sweetheart. The cast members said the show's many guest stars help keep their jobs challenging. IC says, "We're very fortunate. We've had some of the best actors that come from film and theater, and that makes it interesting. There's always some fresh, new people on here, and it's fun." Also starring Mariska Hargitay, season 19 SVU starts September 27th. Shields will begin her arc on the show in October. Actor Anthony Michael Hall has been sentenced to 3 years summary probation and 40 hours of community service on a charge he assaulted his neighbor. The Breakfast Club star pleaded no contest to 1 misdemeanor count of assault with force likely to produce greatly bodily injury, E! News reported. Hall was originally charged in November 2016 after he reportedly pushed his neighbor in Playa del Rey, California. The act caused the neighbor to fall and break his wrist, the Wrap reported. The neighbor, Richard Sampson, also sued Hall, claiming the 49-year-old assaulted, intimidated, and battered him. Hall was previously arrested in September 2011 for disturbing the peace following a confrontation with a fellow resident at his Los Angeles condominium complex. Audrina Partridge filed for divorce Wednesday after obtaining a restraining order against her husband this week. The 32-year-old television personality moved to end her 10-month marriage to Corey Bohan following an alleged instance of domestic violence, according to TMZ. Partridge was granted a temporary restraining order against Bohan after filing for one Monday. Sources told People the reality star is focusing on Kira Max, her 15-month-old daughter with Bohan. An insider told the magazine, Audrina's number one concern is her daughter, and she asked for privacy at this time. Partridge and Bohan married in Hawaii in November, following a year-long engagement. The television personality had said in a blog post in August that she and Bohan were so beyond in love with Kira and enjoying being first-time parents. She gushed, "Kira is the happiest, most beautiful baby with the constant smile and lots of googing." She loves giving Corey and I the biggest smiles. The star added, "I absolutely love being a mom. Kira is my number one priority." Partridge is also known for starring on the MTV series The Hills, has since appeared on Dancing with the Stars and Audrina. Mexican-born actress Salma Hayek is saying that she has donated $100,000 to earthquake relief efforts in her home country. She said in a statement, "The people of my country have now suffered 3 natural disasters in a row. Many children and families are hurt and in terrible need. I'm contributing $100,000 right now to support UNICEF's relief efforts, which has teamed on the ground responding." Hayek also recalled living through Mexico's massive 8.2 magnitude earthquake in 1985 that took the lives of thousands of people. She said in a video post through Instagram, "After the 1985 earthquake in Mexico City, I was evacuated from my building. A lot of my friends died, including an uncle that was very, very close to me. I've lived through the aftermath of a disaster of this magnitude, and it's horrific." On Tuesday, a 7.1 magnitude struck near Mexico's dense capital, Mexico City. Nearly 300 people have been counted dead so far. Pop star Fergie says she's still great friends with ex-husband Josh Duhamel. The 42-year-old singer discussed her relationship with the 44-year-old actor Wednesday at her Double Dutchess screening in New York, following news that she and Duhamel have separated after 8 years of marriage. Fergie said of the songs on Double Dutchess, her visual album, in an interview with Extra, "Josh and I are great friends, and a lot of these emotional songs are his favorite songs on the album. They have been there for a while." She added, "This was the right place for these songs to come out. You got to let it out somewhere. As long as you come out with love, I feel like what you are going to do." Fergie told Entertainment Tonight that she and Dunham remain close and focus on their 4-year-old son, Axel Jax. The star said, "We're great friends, Josh and I. There's so much love that we have for each other. We really like each other. We have fun with each other." She explained, "We're just not a romantic couple anymore, but we're still Axel's parents through and through, and our families, each other's families, the cousins, my nieces and nephews. It's all the same. So that's the only thing that's changed." Fergie and Duhamel announced they're separating in a joint statement last week. The pair said at the time that they decided to separate with absolute love and respect earlier this year. The star said in a joint statement, "To give our family the best opportunity to adjust, we wanted to keep this as a private matter before sharing it with the public. We are and will always be united in our support of each other and our families." Demi Lovato says she doesn't owe anybody an explanation about her sexuality. The 25-year-old singer reacted Wednesday to a Twitter user who criticized her for refusing to label her sexual orientation and discuss her sexuality in interviews. Lovato wrote in response, "Just because I refuse to label myself for the sake of a headline doesn't mean I'm not going to stand up for what I believe in." She also added, "If you are that curious about my sexuality, watch my documentary, but I don't owe anybody anything." The Twitter user, Huffington Post writer Noah Mickelson, had brought up Lovato's recent interview with Pride Source, where the star declined to talk about her sexuality. Mickelson called Lovato's recent total bullshit. He said, "I just feel like everyone's looking for a headline, and they always want their magazine or TV show or whatever to be the one to break what my sexuality is. I feel it's irrelevant to what my music is all about," the singer said in an interview. She also explained, "I stand up for the things that I believe in and things that I'm passionate about, but I like to keep my personal life as private as possible when it comes to dating and sexuality and all that stuff, just because it has nothing to do with my music." Lovato confirmed she talked some about her sexuality in her YouTube documentary, Demi Lovato Simply Complicated, which debuts in October. She said she discussed her sexuality in the film because it was, quote, on her own terms. Alex Rodriguez says he's best friends with girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. The 42-year-old retired Major League Baseball star explained in an interview Wednesday with Entertainment Tonight that he and Lopez have been inseparable because they love spending time together. The former New York Yankees player said, "I think we're just best friends. We just love spending time together. Our kids love each other, so it's a good thing." Rodriguez accompanied Lopez to a celebratory event for her show World of Dance on Tuesday. The 48-year-old singer and actress supported Rodriguez the next day at the season 9 premiere of Shark Tank. The retired Major League Baseball star said, "It's what it's all about. It's a good time for us, and it's great to be supportive and loving towards each other." Lopez had shared similar sentiments while speaking to Extra at the World of Dance celebration. The actress said, "You know what? You make time when it's important, and we absolutely do. It's a juggling act." She also added, "We're so supportive of each other and so supportive of each other generally, and so we want to be there for one another, and that's what helps it work." The Foo Fighters joined James Corden on The Late Late Show Wednesday to sing a number of their hit songs as part of Carpool Karaoke. The segment featured the band and late-night hosts singing and rocking out to songs such as All My Life, Best of You, Learn to Fly, and the new track The Sky is a Neighborhood. In between performances, frontman Dave Grohl and bassist Nate Mendel recalled the first time they played together. Mendel said, Nirvana had just collapsed, so my reaction to meeting Grohl was odd. Before Rami Jaffe jokingly replied, he's the guy from Nirvana? Corden then brought the Foo Fighters into the Guitar Center to have a drum-off between Grohl himself and the collective's drummer Taylor Hawkins. After losing, Corden and the Foo Fighters then got together to cover Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley with a rock twist. And finally, Britney Spears ran into fellow singer Mariah Carey Wednesday during a dinner party and shared a photo from the epic meeting on Twitter. Spears captioned the photo, "You never know who you're going to meet at dinner parties. Great night, so much fun. Thank you, Kat." The image features the pop stars smiling as they lean close to each other for the photo. Spears also shared a photo of her meal during the gathering. Spears was presumably referencing to her friend and publicist Kate Hudson in the caption Billboard noted. Previously, Spears had admitted in 2015 that she likes to paint topless while listening to Carey's music. In December 2016, Carey praised Spears on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. Carey said at the time, "I love Britney Spears." And that is your entertainment report for Friday, September 22nd, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.